I just watched the Chiefs-Chargers game. This is the following day. Look, I like the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy I like Xavier Worthy. I like their receivers. I like their young team. I like how they don't necessarily prioritize talent over like in the moment skill. Like they're not going to put the best person in a position just because they're the best, but based on kind of performance. I mean, I think some ways like Mahomes might have a bad day, you still want to play Patrick Mahomes, right? I mean, some of those guys are pretty obvious, but like running back room, like Pacheco, if he does a bad day, he might not be playing. He might not get that many snaps that day. And that's the same thing like with their like defense, especially like they just rotate so much. They play to the hot hand, whoever's up top. Um, Chargers Chiefs. As we know, the Chargers beat the Chiefs by I want to say 6 points, 27-21. It was a good game. I know a lot of people dislike the Chiefs. They say that they rigged the NFL in their favor. Also hear that right they cheat. It's unfair. They're too good sometimes. But a lot of them say that the refs give them the calls. Um, I'd say in the Chiefs, I think there might have only been one play I thought that could have been called a penalty that wasn't, and that was it was a deep pass into the end zone. I think they ended up scoring. It was Keenan Allen's touchdown, I believe. They threw a pass in the end zone, and the defender kind of broke up that pass. Might have hit the arms, might not have got ball, might have got to him a little early, but I felt like that there was a lot of holding calls. I know the Chargers were calling a couple, which did hold them up to a field goal in one of their possessions. So I'm gonna navigate this later. Trying to look for those plays. But I mean, overall, Hollywood Brown 10 receptions, really good. Omarion Hampton looks like he's gonna be the starting back. I mean, he started for them today and had a lot of touches. He looks pretty good. Chiefs' run defense is pretty strong. Chiefs' coverage looks very poor. I know tight ends usually dice them up, but they struggled to hold off Lad McConkey and Keenan Allen. I mean, they got a lot of yards on them, and they would get like a 3rd and 14, and the Chargers would either scramble it, like they couldn't contain the scramble either, or they would get a huge pass play and get that first down on that 3rd and long. Or they did get hurt early, so the Chiefs were out Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Jalen Royals was also out, and I wouldn't put a heavy emphasis on that being a key factor in this game, but Xavier Worthy projected to be one of the lead wide receivers, especially with Rice out, and Rice would definitely be the lead receiver when he was in. Juju Smith-Schuster with 5 catches, I believe, for about 55 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Another solid game. I mean, he did pretty good. That was expected by me. I knew that the Chiefs would need a physical wide receiver. I believe Tyquan Thornton had a deep pass, and Hollywood Brown had a long reception. I believe he had 10 catches for 100 yards, but he had 8 for 38 yards. His first 8 receptions went for 38 yards, I believe. And on a 4th and 7, when the Chiefs needed it most, they had a huge reception. So we can take a look at that later. But I want to show an image to you, and I'll navigate later. But this is the image I'll show you. So I'll be right back in a second. Okay, this is an image. This is not edited at all. This is just a clip I have on a Google Slides. I did screenshot this. This should be in the video unless they were to remove it. I want to make sure I got it clipped. Refs staring right here. I don't know where this dude's eyes are staring at. This one's looking at the quarterback right, scramble. The line would be back here. I don't know who exactly this is. I couldn't tell you on the Chiefs. Number in the 20s, it looks like. The only player I can think of that wears a 20. I mean, I think Justin Reed used to wear 20. I don't think I don't think he's with the team anymore. Um, Trent McDuffie. This doesn't look like Trent McDuffie. He's 22, I believe. Um, but it's definitely not a lineman. It's definitely not like I don't think he's a linebacker. I believe this is a cornerback or a safety for them. This is Najee Harris, and as you can see, he's pulling his jersey. This was a huge play. This was the Chargers' last touchdown of the game, putting them up 27-18, 2 scores ahead of the Chiefs. Um, I, yeah, the Chiefs did not have their best performance, and I want to say that. But this is just showing. I mean, this seems like a pretty obvious hold to me. Like the defender beats the blocker, and as you can see here, kind of grabs him, holds him back, and we can see that real time. So let's go try looking for a couple of those clips. I want to show this one first, and we can go look at other clips later. Okay, I pulled up the play here, 13:53 through this highlights clip set by the NFL. As you can see, Ladd McConkey in motion here. I believe it's right here. This is, oh man, I can't tell you. Nick Bolton. There's Nick Bolton. This kind of looks like Trent McDuffie's jersey number. It's hard to tell exactly. I'm not really good at looking at people and knowing who they are. I believe Drew Tranquill came back in the game already at this point, so I'd assume this would be Drew Tranquill right here. He's 23. But this is where it's going to come in, and it's going to be right here, I believe, coming in. I mean, he's wide open. I believe he's one that gets a touchdown. This is Quentin Johnston again. But just the blitz again, right here, going to come in. Herbert's going to, does it play action? I can't tell you. I just know he rolls out over here, and he just throws it down. Let's go take a look at this. A little bit of lag there. Okay, the snap happens. Here comes the blitz. This dude's wide open, right? I mean, if he throws a quick pass here, no one's right there except for the safeties that have to now recover this blitz. This is Drew Tranquill right here. Yeah, 23. This does look like Trent McDuffie's jersey number. I can't tell you a whole lot on the O-line. I know there's Karlaftis, which I think he had a pretty quiet night. I believe he's over on that side. Chris Jones would be one of these two guys. He's 95. Not a clear jersey number image there. A couple big guys, though. 21. Who's 21 for the Chiefs? I do not know. I know a lot of names. I don't. Jaden Hicks. I can't tell you exactly. Let's see if the lag stops down. But look, Ladd McConkey goes up. Najee Harris, right, is gonna block. Let's see. Coming in.
Herbert's throw.
And it looks like he gets him on this outside, kind of gets beat a bit. And holding, if you have him in front of you, right, if you notice right here, his arm is extended from his body. He's holding him, restricting him. I mean, that should be holding on its own. But let's continue watching this. Let's see if I can stop lagging a bit. I don't know why I'm lagging so much. Like, this should not be happening. Let's see if I can lower quality. Oh, it's already so low. Jeez, I'm lagging so bad. This quality looks bad.
Throwing.
Yeah, I need to increase quality. My bad there. Let's see. Can I just double the amount? I'm trying to get some good playthrough. Usually it's not this bad. It's only when I record, and you're not going to get good quality anyway. Let's go back. Let's just go back up. Let's just go auto again. Okay. Let's see. So I mean, Najee Harris. I don't know who this is. Trent McDuffie and Drew Tranquill are down here. I believe it's a jersey number in 20th. I don't know who exactly this is on the Chiefs, but this is Justin Herbert back quite a bit from the line of scrimmage, as you can see. The blitz, I mean, it looks pretty successful. It gets out. It's just Najee Harris.
Fade.
And it looks like he's grabbing him. The quality drops so much. That's why I want to take the picture, because the quality is a lot better. Besides when I'm trying to pull up videos here. But he's holding him, as you can see, his arms. It's not good. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit here. I'm just zooming. I'm not zooming in. Let's reset that. But definitely, I mean, it seems like a hold, and the ref is looking right here. I mean, it seems like a pretty big missed call late in the game. Like, I mean, I feel like missed calls happen. It's something part of the game. But, I mean, I just don't see the people who say that the games are rigged for the Chiefs. I mean, they have just as many missed calls, it seems like, late in games as other teams do. This is disappointing. The Chiefs did not have their best foot forward. Mahomes had a great rushing game, I felt like they should have used the running game more. Kareem Hunt only had 5 carries for like 16 yards, so not very efficient for him, but he was more of a short yard back. But Pacheco for 5 for 25, I mean, that seems like pretty efficient and did not get a lot of usage. They were able to hold Omarion Hampton, which was the most efficient back for a while there. I think they did manage to stuff him a bit, kind of like the Cowboys did to Saquon in the second half. Because I believe he was under 5 yards a carry. So not a lot of carries for running backs. I think there was 10 carries for running backs. Worthy had one, and Mahomes had 6 for a lot of yards and a touchdown. I mean, as this play goes on, it just looks more obvious of holding. If you notice, like just pulling down, but further behind, and he's still grabbing him. And the quality is so bad.
Johnston!
And Quentin Johnston with a touchdown. It's super laggy. I mean, it's a great play. He was wide open off the bat, it looked like. So not surprising they'd get that right on the blitz. But just holding off the pressure. I mean, that's what the Chiefs do is they blitz a lot. Trying to get to the QB. Their coverage wasn't very good when they weren't blitzing. So when they're blitzing, their coverage tends to be a little bit weaker and trying to get to the QB. So they left a lot of people open, which was terrible. And they weren't continuing to run it either, so it was tough. I think I mean, it seems like a simple call, like holding call there. I know they called a couple of them earlier, so the refs, it wasn't like they weren't calling anything. But it just seems like for a crucial moment, like that seems like a pretty obvious call they missed. Like that one was probably the most obvious holding call. I just wanted to bring that up. And it was missed, and it resulted in 7 points for the Chargers. And it was the game-winning score. It won the game for the Chargers. They only won by 6. But the Chargers were having this game. So the Chiefs, they can't just blame it on a missed call. There was a play later. Drew Tranquil got his 2nd sack of the game. I believe he's the only player to get sacks for the Chiefs. One crucial to make a 3rd and 14, and he scrambled. Justin Herbert scrambled for the first down, sealing the game away. So the Chiefs almost had a chance to have another Mahomes magic type game. Big win for the Chargers. I'm gonna be back and pulling up a couple other clips. One was really impressive, which I want to show you. Harrison Butker's kick. So let's pull that up next, and we might be able to go to Drew Tranquil's sacks. I don't remember what else I was talking about, but we can go look at this. Okay, here we are. This is right before. I'm not sure how many plays this will be, but huge play for I believe it was to Tyquan Thornton. Mahomes over the top. Crazy, because I don't even think he had one. He might have had one last game, which I believe was also against the Chargers to Xavier Worthy, who had like a 54-yard touchdown. I believe this was like a 59-yard play. Seems like too long. 49-yard play. I don't know. It was long. It was a long play over the top to Tyquan Thornton. Goes down. No timeouts left. They got to spike it. Yeah, 2nd and 10. They already spiked the ball. 21 seconds left.
21 seconds left. Do they take a shot?
This was a pretty impressive drive. I'm lagging so bad. This pass was a little bit behind Hollywood Brown. He tried throwing the out route. Defender came in, swatted that, broke it up. Very nice. Hollywood Brown had a lot of usage this game. Next play. 3rd and 15. This is right before. This is where it gets impressive here.
And again, that one was Simmons.
I forgot about that. Back-to-back false starts by the O-lineman. I forgot about that. Josh Simmons, I believe is his name. Rookie left tackle. Looks very promising. I know he was injured with Ohio State last year, but I thought he looked really good. And Kingsley Suamataia, who struggled at left tackle last year, it looked like he looked pretty solid at left guard today. I don't think I saw very many mistakes on him, like not obvious mistakes. Josh Simmons with multiple false starts. But right tackle, veteran over here, I forgot his name, Brown. Oh man, I can't remember people's names right now. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. I need to find this name. Sorry, that was Jawan Taylor. I should have known that. I completely forgot his name. I know all the names, but I'm just in this video. I just can't seem to remember. So 3rd and 21, back-to-back penalties on the Chiefs here. Pushing them almost out of field goal range. I mean, this is a long field goal. This would be 60-yarder. So let's get into this. This is one of the most exciting plays I thought. I was really impressed by this.
Here to make this kick a little
No
bit more
timeouts
manageable.
left, by the way.
Holmes now fading back into his territory.
Okay, pass to Noah Gray. Comes for a tackle here. Very nice move. Stops forward progress. Refs blow the whistle. Clock continues to run, right? Even though it gets pushed out of bounds, forward progress stops. That's when the clock starts to run. Right?
Noah Gray, and that.
So now, no timeouts, 13 seconds left. 4th and 18. 4th and 17. No timeouts. They can't spike the ball either, right? I was like, oh, they spiked the ball. It's good. They got a field goal. They can't spike the ball. 4th down, right? It's a turnover if they spike it. So they have to get a field goal ready in 13 seconds, move everyone off the field, move everyone else on the field, and snap the ball and get a kick up, right? I think it actually goes more in favor for the Chiefs, though, than the Chargers, but anything could go wrong. I mean, that could be a muff snap. So much could go wrong there.
Is still.
Look at this. Running back on the field.
Moving because momentum stopped before he got out of bounds. 7.
Yeah, all these guys have to get off the field. They might have too many men on the field right now, I think, but I think it's well before the ball's positioned and snapped. Looks like Harrison Butker's back here. This should be Matt Ariza as the punter, right, for being the holder as well. But Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce, Juwan Taylor, Pacheco got to get off. I mean, it looks like they have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 guys on the field right now. I don't think this was a penalty. I'm not sure how too many men on the field works. I thought they were pretty safe on this.
Seconds to go. It's 4th down. They can't spike.
Because they weren't even positioned to snap it. So here's the back angle. 4 seconds left, right? I believe they had 13 seconds left before they position it. They actually look ready. I don't know if the Chargers are necessarily ready, but they have. It looks like they're looking pretty good. I think they have to give enough time for the other team to substitute as well, which was a problem. But I think if the Chargers were to do anything, it would be delay of game. Because it wasn't like they did a late substitution on the snap, right, with no time left. I mean, those no time on the clock, they're substituting. The 13 seconds left, I think that's enough time for the Chargers to also substitute. I don't think they did. I didn't see any obvious substitutions. They probably did. I didn't see anyone run off the field for them. So here it is, snap, 4 seconds left. Clock is still running, right? I don't know if everyone's set. It doesn't look like everyone's set yet. So that means anything can happen here.
So Butker's coming out.
Right? 1 second runs off.
Will they
get the snap off well in time. It's pretty remarkable. That I actually, when watching it real time, it feels like there was no seconds on the clock when they snap the ball.
get it off? They do. Butker.
But
from 59.
A 59-yard field goal. I forgot to put in the extra 7 yards for the snap. I don't even know where the football is on this image.
It's good.
But it was well good. For a rush kick, to kick 59 yards is also insane. That was pretty remarkable on its own. One of my favorite plays.
The Chargers
huge. I'm going to be back trying to look for a couple of True Tranquil sacks. I think that's probably the next big play. I mean, the Chiefs' coverage struggled. I mean, if you guys really want to see, I guess you guys can pull this up for yourselves on NFL on YouTube. But yeah, this was. I think this is also pretty big. So let me pull these up. I believe this is the play. Chiefs, I believe, have 1 timeout left after this, right? Or maybe, I don't know, a couple timeouts left. I mean, it's pretty much game on the line. 2nd and 9. Had a huge play to, I believe it was Will Dissly on their first play of the drive. So Chiefs here defensively. Drew Tranquil is right here. There's another heavy rush here.
his first game of season 6.
He actually had an injury scare. I couldn't find the other sack. I believe the Chiefs actually did have 3 sacks in this game. One of them, though, I don't really. I mean, it was on a scramble. Came from behind, got him. I don't know who that was, but it did end up getting another sack, I believe. So I believe they had 3 sacks in this game.
For him.
Tranquil runs up right here, right? I mean, I don't know. Is this like a wide receiver, tight end? Right, the right tackle. It's like a backup here. This is Karloftis right here, which you really want to stop. I mean, he's had a couple big seasons. Um, he's getting paid quite a bit right now. I don't necessarily know if he's worth that much, but I think he is very good still. Um, comes up, running back. I'd assume that would be Najee Harris. Comes outside as well. Just rush from multiple sides. I mean, these are some good blocks here. They do hold a lot, but it's not like this would be a flag worthy. But you definitely can see throughout the game that it felt like the Chargers would grab the Chiefs jerseys, and um, you could see their like the shirts being tugged. And I think if you notice, all the O line, I mean, besides running back right here, have white gloves because it blends in with the jerseys. Um, but I don't necessarily see a penalty anywhere on this play. I mean, it looks pretty solid here. Tranquil comes up,
He's throwing it.
goes back, pushes the running back back. It actually looks like Omarion Hampton's jersey number, but I don't think they'd have him on a block play. Yeah, it's definitely Najee Harris. Comes off the block as Herbert tries to scramble and sacks him right here. Look at that. Wraps him
He
up.
steps up, he's sacked.
Dang. Huge play. Obviously, this did not end well for the Chiefs. But that's just some things I want to say. So we went over potential holding penalty that didn't get called. Chiefs defense struggled. I did show my favorite play, but Drew Tranquil 2 sacks this game. Huge. Huge. He goes to Notre Dame. I do like Notre Dame. Oh, I'm a fan of Notre Dame. A lot of my family has gone to Notre Dame. Um, I believe he's out of Notre Dame. Let me go check that real quick. Okay, so the thing I want to bring up, so Pierre Tart, I believe is his name, defensive tackle for the Chargers. He was the one that did slap Travis Kelce in the play. I did not think that was a suspension worthy. I don't know how they determine that, but usually closed fist is suspension, open fist is not. I mean, I could see him changing the rule with intent, but it's kind of hard to prove. Um, it was a weird play, but he did have a really good game. Only had 1 tackle, but what came in was the pass deflections, the swats, tipped balls. It felt like he had way more when I just looked it up on AI. I mean, I was watching the game. He had multiple. I was hard to keep track of. Felt like he had like 5. Like it felt like he just got every single pass Mahomes threw was tipped. It says he only got 2 though. But he did stop the 2-point conversion, which would have made this a 4-point game. Made it a bit closer. And I mean, it would have been a 20 to 27 before the Chiefs field goal, which put him at this point right now because it was 18 before. Um, Butker missed an extra point, which was not good, even though we just showed him that. But I just wanted to say Taylor Tart did have a great game, swatting the ball. So that's just my recap on this game. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys really like this, I'll gladly do more of this. I think I really love football. I really love basketball, but football is my sport. I just watch in general. I watch pretty much every game I can. So if you guys want me to go over other games, I will gladly do so. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.